A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to the Vlog-A-Thon 5.0. And I do want to, in fact, follow up on what I did earlier in the Vlog-A-Thon by talking about how clothing selection works. But here, though, I'm going to do it differently. Instead, I'm going to address a couple things relating to a few questions I've gotten. People have known about my Planet Fitness affiliation, and have therefore wanted to find out exactly what I do there, by any means. So let's just talk a few things about that, while I'm already here, of course. So here is what I can tell you about, based on what I typically do, day and night, at Planet Fitness. A couple things I certainly am going to put out right on the bat, right off the bat, of course, is the fact that I do have lots of things that I do intend on doing. Muscular training, core, abdominal, leg work, arm work, plenty of great stuff that people are wanting to see by any means. Some might even comment about a few things that I have basically showcased from what I've already experienced at Planet Fitness. And some might simply want me to do more in regards to social media uploads that showcase what I typically do at Planet Fitness, or about what I have in mind when it comes to Planet Fitness as a whole. And I suppose that one major thing that I will want to talk a bit about right now is the fact that Planet Fitness has a huge variety of different things. Equipment of all sorts, meant for training muscular tissues, meant for allowing better bone strength, meant for allowing better flexibility, and then of course, various other things, including cardiovascular equipment, equipment that's built on strength development and agility, and then of course you have yourself the likes of those famous ropes, and so much more. Even with the classic barbell or dumbbell, all those things, they just all come together like you never experience. The ultimate sundae put together, all the toppings, nuts, Oreos, candy bars, M&Ms, cookies, whipped cream, and cherries, all blended together into one nice big piece, simply titled Planet Fitness. And I feel like that so many people out there could have a bit of an agreement here. Now, for some who might not be interested in talking about this sort of stuff, please do. Talk about what you have in mind, whether body positivity or any means. Just have yourself something to talk about with people. Peers of all sorts are going to want to know what your health and image will all look like in the future. Some people are going to want to have this sort of info on them at all times, and certainly will want to talk about this stuff on our own as well. Now, between you and I, we certainly have one big goal. The goal to keep ourselves around for a good long time. Of course, we know that this is not always possible, but for the times that it is deemed possible in our lives, and our doctors all have the right tests and the right medical fields and the studies necessary to make all of this happen, then just simply put, let's make it so that we are going to establish a good point. The point simply being, when we stay fit, we stay alive. And I suppose many people out there are going to want to understand about all of this. And the truth to that is, you'll have a lot to understand. By the time the Vlog-A-Thon is over, I can guarantee you'll have all the bits and pieces of info that you could ever possibly dream of. Everything about me you need to know. Everything about this channel you need to know. Everything about what I've already discussed and will discuss. But for right now, though, I'm simply going to, in fact, have yet another time to create these sorts of vlogs. Because long story short, It's not over yet. And all these people that are out there continuing to watch this series, I'm glad you made it this far. We are in fact getting ourselves at a nice, leisurely 70 plus episodes of this series with pretty much a grand total of over 190 episodes. And I suppose that with that in mind, thank you very much. Well, this is basically just where I'm going to sign off yet again. Until next time that we meet here on the Vlog-A-Thon 5.0.